Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be tier listing the songs from Act 1 of Epic the Musical. I've only edited up to Act 1. We have all seen all the songs, but I had to get to Act 2, and it's going to take some time. I got some work things coming up that are going to be taking a bit of priority, so I want to get this first half done and shipped out to you all. We have our rankings, we have the songs, but we're going to do this my way. I'm not going to do any sort of objective ranking of S tier, A tier. This one's better than the other. Forgive the background noise. Oh my God, that was loud. Yeah, this is going to be some kind of one song is better than another. This is purely off of my vibes and how much I like them. It's subjective. It is me. It is my bias. And if you get these references, you're the GOAT. It actually only has to make sense to me. That one's for my pure personal enjoyment. That's mine. This song is vivacious. It is just a straight up good song. Everybody loves this song, you know, that kind of thing. At least that's how I feel. You like it, I love it. It's not one of my favorites, but you know, you tell me you like it, I'm right there with you. It's a good song. I don't hate any of the Epic songs. I watch it for the plot. It's another one of those cases. It's not one of my favorites. There's a cat next to me, but it has the plot. It moves the plot forward. So it has that going for it. And based on my views, I already know how most people feel about a certain group of songs. So I feel like there are going to be quite a few that go there. And then cut the cameras. That's probably going to be my skips. They don't get much play around me, but I feel like some are going to really be fighting for that. I watch it for the plot and cut the cameras based on how much of a hater I'm feeling like today. But it's going to be a good time. So let's get into it. Starting with the OG, Horse and an Infant. There are all these times playing Epic, listening to its music, editing my own videos. I've heard Horse and the Infant so much. And I think I have to give it, at minimum, You Like It, I Love It. I think I'm gonna have to put it right there. I think I'm gonna put it there. I can tell already just doing some research and looking back on how I feel about the songs and the notes I've already made about the songs in my own videos of just I can feel that I'm not gonna like my own list, but it is what it is. So Horse and the Infant, I'm gonna put it You Like It, I Love It. Because looking at it, it gives I guess not the background, it's laying the foundation of what we have in store. What do we live for, wish for, try for, fight for? He wants to go home. He needs to get back to Penelope. He wants to get back to Telemachus. And then you got Zeus and his deep old voice. And it's yeah. I love Zeus's singer in this. And I'm going to put it You Like It, I Love It. It's not bad. It's just right here. It's not going to be one of the ones that gets my constant play just because of how I like my music. But it is good. It's gonna set the groundwork just in the middle. You already know where Just a Man is going. This song is vivacious. I'm putting in this song as vivacious because I don't know if I played many of the Troy songs, so it only has to make sense to me. Not quite. It's not there yet. But this is one of the first songs I ever heard from Epic, and I was like, oh my God. What is this melody? And it has great plot relevance because it comes back to bite him. We have that big old question: did he kill the infant? Did he not? In my theory crafting, I'm saying he didn't because there's a little throwaway quote or line he said in Underworld: "If I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so they all don't die, then I'll become the monster." It's just if you drop the first infant and everybody's gone, why would dropping the second infant make everything right? You already did it once. It failed. So it leads me to think he didn't do it and everything went wrong. So now that he will do it, now everything's going to be right. And therefore, that's why Just a Man is so peak. And then you got the repetition. When does a man become a monster? Hold on. It's been a second. It's been a minute. Sorry. Yes, when does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does a candle become a blaze? When does the reason become the blame? These bits right here all pop up again throughout the sagas. Ooh, and it's so good. I almost moved it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. For now, Just a Man, just because of like how much it showed up plot wise, I didn't really give it too much of a care, but like it hits so hard, and then it like haunts him throughout the rest of the like whole damn play. Really, yeah, I'm a sucker for like haunting narrative choices. Go ahead, Just a Man, you win. You win. You beat me. Next up is Full Speed Ahead. I'm sorry I have to do this, but I watch it for the plot. Yeah, it doesn't get much play of anything. It's not bad, of course, but it just doesn't have much substance, really, plot wise. And like, even the plot it does have, I mean, because like, yeah, the guys are up there off and away they go. Like, they're looking for something to eat. Okay, sure. That's really all you got going for it, except for this a little bit where you get this first hint of like derision between Odysseus and Eurylochus. Like he says, I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place. And no, he just shut him off completely. Didn't give a damn what he was saying. So then he tells him like, "Oh, your polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead and then." Like, oh, there's like an obvious preference for Polites, and then we know what happened to Polites. Yeah. It serves as point in the plot. There's a little bit of animosity between the two, and it all starts with Full Speed Ahead. But next up, Open Arms. Open Arms is a nice one. It is another one of the haunting ones, like, you know, that already boosts it to at least you like it, I love it. I can't even try to play it. Really, it has to go. This song is vivacious. People love Polites. And it also, like, reverberates throughout the plot. Yeah, it has to go. This song is vivacious. I love the tune of it all, too. The little, I don't know, instrument names. But I like it. Open Arms has to go. This song is vivacious. It's really nice. I like it more than Your Light. I'm sorry for those that know that one, but this one is the superior Polites song, in my opinion. The way that Polites just absolutely reads Odysseus for filth, it was, ooh, like, look at you. Look at the way you grip your sword. Enough said. Why should we take when we can get? Come on. Go ahead, Polites. Go ahead. Talk to him. Boy, so stressed. I can see it. You can see it. The Lotus Eaters can see it. Goodness. And then, what was it? Odysseus, when the Lotus Eaters pop up on him, he's like, stay back, I'm warning you. Okay, guy. Ooh. Scary, I guess. Sure. I like that one. We're going to go with The Song is Vivacious. A little deliberation is needed for this next one. Warrior of the Mind has to go. It actually only has to make sense to me. That song is great. I love Athena's singer. Oh my God. And when I've done like all my drafts and recordings of like actually doing this whole like YouTube thing and talking about like the plot of Epic, Warrior of the Mind sits out so great between the relationship between Odysseus and Athena, because it's all set up here. This is where you get those hints of like, what are his motivations, her motivations, how is their relationship like? It's all here, and the song just sounds great. And I didn't even mention that little technique where they both sing the Warrior of the Mind bit different ways, and I can't sing, so I can't replicate it, or rather, I'm not going to do that to you and torture you. But they both sing in two different ways, and then Athena adopts his way of singing, so she's like unknowingly lowering herself down to his level, a god becoming like friends to a human, and then that goes and just sets Odysseus up to just act like he can just talk to anybody any kind of way, and then that shows up later, basically damn near immediately, with the Cyclops Saga. Warrior of the Mind, you are my favorite from Troy Saga, for sure, for sure. Like, oh my gosh, she said, you're changing from the way I designed you. My life has one mission to create the greatest warrior. Bro, you're supposed to be my standing. You're supposed to be my avatar. You're supposed to be my playable character. What are you doing? Think about your actions, Odysseus. And he said, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Goodness. Yeah, we're good with Troy Saga. That was a great way to end it off. And then we're heading right into Cyclops Saga. My coverage of the Cyclops Saga didn't do too hot. Of like the songs I've done and that I've like really was super invested in, that one didn't do too great. But that tells me that you feel similarly about Cyclops Saga that I do, at least in comparison to the sandwich of Troy Saga and the Ocean Saga. It is what it is. The Cyclops Saga is just kind of here. Nobody's coming back for the Cyclops Saga. And with one little bit of a caveat, I guess two. And Polyphemus starting it off, you like it, I love it. It starts off pretty slow. So they're just like sniffing around, so that makes sense. They're just getting the lay of the land. They kill the sheep. The Cyclops discovers that, oh, you killed my favorite sheep. And this like leaves a bit of like breadcrumbs and his reactions to Odysseus and the crew, and like this slight upon him. This tells me that like, or at least hinted to me that he could be like a child or something, because like that sense of retaliation was just way out of proportion. You took the singular life of one of my sheep, so now I gotta kill all of you guys. It's like, okay, hold on, all 600? That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Surely not everybody showed up to the cave, but like, that's a bit out of proportion. And then he was like, what's your name? You gave me this wine? And then his big back reaction of, wine? He probably hadn't had it in a while. Who knows? I don't know. Your name is nobody? Okay, nobody. You can be the last one to die. That's my gift to you. And it's like, is that supposed to be something that I want? That doesn't make any sense. I don't like that. I don't want that. Take that deal. But Polyphemus wasn't too bad. I really like the voice change or whatever they do with making Polyphemus sound so deep. Pretty cool. I like it. I was like, whoa. Like on my very first listen, like, how do they do that? Kind of synthesizer or something? Pretty cool. I liked it. Immediately, I have to revise what I've just said about Polyphemus, since like not a great deal happens. And in comparison to Survive, Polyphemus, thanks for your contributions of showing us how ruthless the Cyclops was, and that they killed the Cyclops' favorite sheep. Odysseus is named Nobody. Thanks for that. Iconic. You did your thing for the plot. But as a song, that chorus of Survive wipes the floor with Polyphemus. It's just one life to take. And when we kill him, then our journey's over, and it's just like, ugh. Just repeat it, man. It's a good one. I like it too much. It just really just sprung off of Polyphemus, and it just did its job better. Survive is good, and then it also had better plot relevance, because that's where homie, our boy, Polites dies, and it's like, they got him, our boy, they got him. I don't have much hate in my heart. I really thought I was going to have more stuff in Cut the Camera, specifically the Cyclops Saga. But, it's not that bad. I've kind of talked myself into it, just also going over the plot and how it sounds sonically, I guess you could say. I'll get rid of it for now. It will be back. But Remember Them. Remember Them is right about Survive. It's good plot-wise. It's not going to get a super bunch of play on my end. But it sounds pretty good as well. Because in the song we have Odysseus coming to with like the reality of what just happened. He just saw his crew just get whack-a-moled. And Eurylochus is shouting for him in the background, repeating for him, Captain, Captain. And he doesn't really acknowledge him. He just says, we must move quickly. We don't have much time. And it's just like, okay. Not exactly ignoring him like with Full Speed Ahead. But the whole chorus, this whole song title itself telling him, like, what do we do with our fallen friends? Remember them? So you're saying, since you put us in this position, looking at it in like the larger scale of things, you put us in this position to be next to the Cyclops. We could have just ate the lotus. I don't know if Eurylochus knows that the lotus was bad for him. We could have ate the lotus. But no, you had us pull up to this Cyclops place. And then we all get killed over here. What's going on? Not all, but like a good chunk of them. You get all our guys killed and you tell us to remember them? that's basically telling us to remember you got them killed, really. So that's another seed sown between Eurylochus and Odysseus. You like it? You say you like it? I'm with you. I'm right there with you. It's cool. My Goodbye. It's an Athena song. What can I say? Go ahead and put that in. It only has to make sense to me. I love our singer. Oh my God. And it harkens back. She said, "What are you over here greeting the world with open arms? Over here being merciful for? Ruthless, boy. That's what we need to be about. Kill him now." Yes, Athena says, "Oh, you got your friend killed. Don't feel bad about it. Well, don't get mad at me about it. Put your emotions aside. I don't know what happened where I went wrong with it, but I'm gone. I'm taking myself out of the board. I am not in play. I'm not going to be a factor in your life anymore. Maybe you'll figure out whatever you've got going on, but you won't be but it won't be with me beside you." And it's like, ooh, dang. She got him too. Odysseus just keeps getting read by first Hippolytes, now Athena. But Odysseus had some bite to him as well, because, like, oh, it's just like you. A god would just throw away her little human friend, her little human toy, really, the moment that, like, they disagree or just have, like, any sort of, like, difference of opinion or philosophy. And I feel like, at least when I imagine this song, no animatics in mind or anything, I feel like they're just a lot more pointing. And it's like, oh, it's just like you. Why should I be surprised? Selfish and prideful and vain. It's like, ooh, he got her back. He got her back. And I like this bit of like, oh, who's the most prideful god? Some could say, yeah, Aphrodite. Don't compare yourself to don't compare your love's beauty to Aphrodite, because then she's gonna get mad. That whole thing, yeah. But also, Zeus is kind of his bag. That is him, and she's just like her daddy. Popped out of his brain, if I remember right. Yeah, she would inherit it. And Odysseus, this warrior of the mind, just like throws back like Athena's lack of care for mortal lives, and it's just like, what kind of title will make me feel better about all these people that I have to like see die all the time? You can just poof and be gone. I had to deal with it. Remember them just opened with him just like in his own head of just like, oh my God, they're actually dead. He didn't hear anything. Like, Eurylochus was just ringing in his ear because he could barely register it. They were made for each other. Too bad they couldn't see it until it was too late. And in this little spat, they also just start talking just to like hurt each other's feelings a bit. Because, like, I'm going to check the lyrics for a sec. You're not looking for a mentor. I'm not looking for a friend. Okay, first off, you're a god. You're messing with mortal lives. You kind of got to need somebody, because there's too much plotting happening up on Olympus just to be going like solo. And she's like, I mistook you for a general. What a waste of effort spent. Why would I even go through like the effort of training you, advising you, if you're not going to do what I tell you, if you're not going to fulfill your potential? And that's how Athena sees it. And it's like, that's a pretty, I don't want to say like inhuman, but like non-sociable way to put it. You shouldn't really view your relationships as transactional, I feel, but yay, I'm putting human standards onto a god. Let's not do that, because that's what I guess Odysseus kind of did. And he says, at least I know what I'm fighting for. Well, you're fighting to be known. And I came up with a little bit of a theory there where like, oh, she's like fighting for like the domain of like the war god. There's like the whole Trojan War. There's like a whole thing of like Greek mythology of like different aspects of godhood overlapping with each other. Like Ares is the brute force kind of god, god of war and just like murder and all that stuff. And then you've got Athena, who's supposed to be more tactical, strategic in that sense. And then you got also Nike, and that's the goddess of victory. There's like a whole lot of things that can just like, you can also add in as well. It's pretty neat, that whole concept. But the song also, they tear apart like, they're like harmonies, I guess you could say. I don't know if I'm using these music words right, where they previously sang in unison in like the same style. Athena reverts back to her old way of singing, and she leaves Odysseus. Because like they're so obviously meant for each other. It's crazy to think that in the movie this is going to be Zendaya talking to god dang Matt Damon. Sure, pop off, King. Do what you got to do. And I also think that it's interesting. Let's say Athena's going to go from Zendaya Athena, go from Odysseus Matt Damon, hop over to Matt Damon's son, Matt Damon Odysseus' son, Tom Holland Telemachus. And so it's like, I couldn't have the dad, so let me get the son. But also, real life, the son is my husband. I feel like there's some weirdness that can go on with some shipping people, and I don't want that to happen. So let's just skip over that and let's go back to Storm Saga. Yeah, I say Storm Saga all the time because it starts off with Storm, and they're in a storm, most of this stuff. But you know, Ocean Saga, Storm Saga, the essence of it is right, and you already know Storm is going in it only has to make sense to me. This is one of my favorites. Oh my god. Just the way that they sing it, I'll never let it go. Just listen to it when it's just pouring down rain. I'm just that kind of guy. Now you might say, informed viewer, what's the difference thematically between Storm and Full Speed Ahead? And the only response I can give you, because I don't feel like there's any plot relevance to Storm. We know they're in a storm now. They left Cyclops. He has no more Athena. And we already know, like, yeah, water, obviously Poseidon. But, like, what is Storm really talking about? Like, yeah, what's the difference between Storm and Full Speed Ahead? They're like, oh, in Storm, don't crash the boat. Who sent this storm? What is this crazy? It's a tripping. That's kind of it, I guess. And there's an island in the sky. Less plot, dare I say, than Full Speed Ahead. But it feels so hype. It is so, like, fast-paced, and it got me. And it only has to make sense to me. That's why it's up there. It's great. It is great for me. I hope you are okay with this being completely biased for me. This isn't A, B, C, D, whatever. This is just vibes for me. I said it is one of my favorite sagas. You already know Luck Runs Out. Nah. I'll put it in this saga's vivacious. In Luck Runs Out, the first like inkling that like, oh, there may actually be something going on between Eurylochus and Odysseus, because like he starts to press him when Odysseus says like, oh yeah, let's just harpoon Batgun all the way up to the Sky Island. And Eurylochus gives all these examples of, oh, here's all the bad things that could happen. Because like he's already kind of doubting him. You told us to remember what happened with the Cyclops, remember? And he's keeping that in mind. He's just like, what if all these other bad things happen? And Odysseus, warrior of the mind, he has all the answers. That's what Athena gave him. He's that guy. He's the smart one. But Eurylochus, he has like a whole crew to look after, and he's a bit wary of it. And I kind of don't blame him. But I not get a peg down from Storm, because although it is giving like the whole like, I think Macarena? I think it's Macarena. That's what a comment told me. Because I had some kind of dance move to it. And they said, oh yeah, hit the Macarena, the Luck Runs Out. I was like, that's it. That's the one. I guess I don't like Eurylochus because I know his character now. So he just doesn't get played as much. And it's just like, I want less of you. He has a point, though. He has a point. But there's also the conversation where he says, like, let me talk to you in private. And there's two interpretations where you could think of it like Odysseus talking to Eurylochus, like, oh, for the sake of unity and for the sake of the mission, we need to all get home together. We're not trying to have any more losses. He's telling them, like, yo, don't disagree with me. Like, we need to be having each other's backs. I tell you what I'm thinking, you tell me what you're thinking. That kind of openness. But also there's the interpretation looking at it from a disgruntled employee. He's seen his boss mess up. Eurylochus' point of view, he's getting chastised by his supervisor, the king of Ithaca, half-brother. I think that's how that works. Yeah, half-brother. And I don't think that gets like spoken about in song, but like, you're like a brother I wish I could have, or something like that. He's like getting pulled aside, talked to, probably, I guess, since he specified that he wanted to talk in private, that they were probably in a public scene. And so everybody saw Eurylochus get chewed out, and it's like, dog, don't undercut me, don't undermine me, and that's another interpretation of it. So it's very great plot wise. It just sadly has Eurylochus, and it docks it by a couple points. So sadly, luck runs out in the Macarena. You have to go right next to Open Arms. And it's not a bad spot to be. The Polities song and the Eurylochus song right next to each other. How fitting. Keep your friends close. So you already know it's in one of my favorite sagas. So it's at minimum, this song is vivacious. Let's talk. Keep your friends close is not the best plot wise because it only really just happens up on the Sky Island. But remember, I'm biased. It's my bias. So it's gonna go into the song is vivacious, probably. Because like the moment I heard that great wind got a yo listen, I'm like, oh my god, who's blessing my ears right now? This is still Jorge. And then I like sort of like kiddish trickster nature of Aeolus and like the way she's is singing and what she sings. So like, yeah, you get exactly what you want. You get your SpongeBob windbag right here. Don't let anyone open it. And then he falls asleep and lets him open it. Thanks for that, guy. Appreciate it. I love that song. Ocean Saga, peak. It did also give us the like inkling, like, ooh, there's someone's gonna betray us. Is it me, Jesus? Like that kind of way? Because if it wasn't obvious before, now it is right in front of you. Something's gonna happen. Here's your MacGuffin. Don't let anything happen to it. And with nothing happening to it, let's hit our next song, Ruthlessness. I don't know. You know what? Let me backtrack a second. I'm not done. For 9 days, I've stayed wide awake trying to make it home with no storms or tidal waves. I remain unopposed. The bag is still closed, and I'm getting closer to you, Penelope. I can't wait to make some new memories. Penelope. Telemachus. Time to be the father I never was. And he slipped. I ranted about this in my video. Do you know how pissed I personally am? It didn't even happen to me. Don't care if it's real or not real. Whatever. 9 days. I was right. Nothing happened for 9 days. Smooth sailing. I go to sleep because you're so goddamn nosy. And I kept it aloof. We know what happened. We know who did it. I haven't done it in my videos yet. We know. Let me reshoot this. I can't say what I was gonna say before. You open the windbag. There goes the storm. Oh my god, the storm was in the back like I said it was. Oh, who could have guessed? We can't let this treasure rumor fly. Oh no. All these different reasons, explanation. When does a reason become the blame? I'm blaming whoever opened it. Now we know who opened it. But if it was me that opened it, I just want to say I would delete my System 32, take a depth in the briny deep, if you get what I'm saying. Because in what world, what did I not listen to what my supervisor, my king says? I had to find out for myself, and then I still chill on the boat acting like nothing happened. And he tried to tell him as a little secret, like, oh, when they got on like the next island after everything happened. I just lost 500 dudes. And now, speaking of the 500 dudes, we're in Ruthlessness. Yeah, I lost 500 dudes because some dude decided to open the windbag. Pinged my Life 360. Poseidon found out exactly where I am. And he had to get his lick back for his son. Okay, great. We thought the Cyclops was already like blowing things out of proportion with like doing unto them as you wish would be done to you. We see it directly who he learned it from Poseidon. And Poseidon sweeps away 550 something dudes. All because y'all didn't believe in me. I think instead I have the answer. Why didn't y'all listen? God, it's so hard being a main character. Ugh. And a bunch of no names, and then Eurylochus. Okay. Okay, I'm getting way too into it. Ruthlessness, you're gonna stay. It is what it is. It's great plot. This is where it all starts to happen. Everything is falling apart. He loses Athena's favor, and it's just like, oh, bam, bam, bam. One thing after the other. This is your spot here until I open up this song and I feel different about it and I possibly move you up. But this is where you are for right now. Yeah, I checked my 2025 recap and I did play Keep Your Friends Close more than Luck Runs Out and Ruthlessness, but I think Ruthlessness is right between Keep Your Friends Close and then Luck Runs Out because Eurelicus factor. So good set right here. We're good here. On to the Cersei saga. The way I thought she was like some kind of French or something based on how she was singing, like that accent was going crazy. We start off Puppeteer with the guy. Ooh, we get more Eurelicus. Ooh. And I'm trying to like stay like semi non-spoiler for who opened that goddamn wing back. But we know it was him. Hate him. Oh my god. We already know. We know. I've been trying to play coy in all my videos. We know. The plot is telling us to keep our friends close right after this dude just got pulled in to a one-on-one with his supervisor and he got chewed out. Yeah, it's him. There's no other named characters it could be. It's him. So for Puppeteer, I don't love it exactly because we have multiple things going on here. We have Odysseus and Eurylochus washing up on shore, and then Eurylochus trying to say about what happened. Again, Odysseus is not listening to Eurylochus. So, how many more points can we keep adding on to that theme going on? Just go check out the island. I don't know. And Eurylochus trying to explain, like, oh yeah, it was probably me. I hope that was what he was going to do. But instead he just decides, let me wait 2 more sagas to tell him. I said I don't have much hate. Cersei, one of my favorite vocalists on this album, but like, Eurylochus just drags it down. And I feel bad because Cersei Saga is so pretty, like, color-wise. And I gotta put it next to Cyclops Saga because Eurylochus is a bum. I just don't like it as much. It's not like the song is vivacious because like it doesn't have the full cohesive bit that I'm going for. It still has its plot because it's saying that like, oh yeah, the bin would turn into a pig, so we gotta address that. Oh, what about if something bad were to happen again? I hope Eurylochus would save Odysseus like Odysseus would save Eurylochus. Anyway, and there's a little musical motif hiding in the back of this. Puppeteer is good. It is good. You say you like it. I say I love it too. And then that leads that little hidden little motif that's Mr. Wouldn't You Like? And I kind of gotta give it to. Yeah, I listened to a little bit of it. Yeah, let's go back in this song. It's vivacious. It is just groovy. Goodness, man. Hermes he's a real one of our guys for real. He's up here snooping on Eurylochus and Odysseus' conversation. He's like, you want to be Cersei, huh? Wouldn't I have the thing for you? Go dig up this flower real quick. It's everything you need. I like your chutzpah, kid. Yeah, he helps him out. And we're not even doing this on something like better than another. It's just a solid song. Don't have any like bad opinions about it. It just is. It's nice. And then I think Done For was like one of my more listened to songs, unironically. So I think it at least is the song is vivacious. I think I'm gonna put Done For in this song as vivacious because like it is a good song, but also just like I guess Cersei Saga doesn't have super great plot stuff until like, oh yeah, Eurylochus Odysseus beef, and then here's where you can go find your answers regarding like how to get past Poseidon. But like they're great songs. What do you like in Done For? Great. And something that I like in Done For, I think it's like one of my like most. I think it is the like most listened to song for me of the Cersei Saga. Done For shows that like at least with the power of the root, Odysseus and Cersei are like on equal playing field. But of course, he is the warrior of the mind. He is the protagonist. He's got this on lock, and he overcomes her. But it's just like that. They both saying that, like, oh yeah, we both have people they can't neglect, friends they must protect, that kind of thing. It's like, oh, they're coming from the same point. And it's like, oh, I like this. I like that. He went from like these over insurmountable odds against the Cyclops, against Poseidon, the Trojan War as well, really. And then he finally gets someone that he can someone meet on like a level playing field. I like that. But then we get there are other ways. And I'm not saying that because it's bad. I'm saying it because she's trying to seduce him. He's a married man on a mission in this interpretation. We know we've seen plenty of posts. He was not always super loyal in like the original interpretations. We know that. There are other ways. I can't decide. This is a hard one. Let me sit on this one. Hey, you know what? Good thing this list is biased, and shoot, it doesn't even have to make sense to me. But I think I might put there are other ways, and it actually only has to make sense to me because I'm listening to it. It's like it's been a minute, but that song right there, that in the middle of it, it goes crazy. Persuasion roll to have Cersei like let them go. There's also that little continuity error. Is it a continuity error, or is he lying to get her to like do what he wants? Because he's like, it's been 12 long years since I've seen my wife, and now the god of tides is after me. I'm like, oh my god, 12? I've been keeping track. It was 10. I think it's gonna get called 10 like later down the line. But you said 12 here. What's up with that? Who knows? We're all human. We all make mistakes, and I think it's gonna stay there. I really do like it. It's so nice, so nice. I like it. And then there's like the grooviness of the song. It's like you might have like your one final hope, and he's like, so what do I have to do? And it's like it's like a bit of a dance, like a bit of a tango. The problem is the prophet is dead, and then like the beat just stopped. I can get you home, but I can get your men through the underworld instead. Hey, at this point, they gotta take what they can get. Here we go, hitting the underworld. We're in the Underworld Saga. Excuse me if you hear anything off to the side. Cat decides to look at the window when she wants. You already know. Go ahead and take your sad ass song, Jorge. Put it in the lines that actually makes sense to me. Yeah, you got me. You made me cry. Do you feel better about yourself? Huh? You feel strong? You feel like a big man? Writing this sad song? Yeah, tell him, kitty. Yeah, that hurt. Goodness. We see politics. We see mom. Flashbacks from the infant. I keep thinking of the infant, like in the fetal position. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. And it's like, ooh, I bet you didn't get it. I bet you didn't do it. You didn't do it. You're not about it. You're not that guy. Because you were in your mercy bag. You didn't fight the Trojan War straight up. You used a Trojan horse. That's the whole thing. You weren't gonna do it. Maybe if I did make that bad decision, butterfly effect would have worked out in my favor or something. It's too late. Stuff's locked in. Well, not necessarily locked in because we are gonna deal with a prophecy, and you know how prophecies work. It's gonna happen some way or another. It may not be what you expect, but it's gonna happen. Do I put Underworld? I mean, not Underworld. No longer you up here? Because it's so layered. With this whole song being a prophecy, there are like many different interpretations on how like you could see it, and like, yeah, you can be a cheater and you can look up the wiki and what it says that each of the prophets lines are like talking about like in the future and stuff. But like, what's the fun in that? So like I had my whole thing of like, what are the possible interpretations of it? It's a very good song. It's so nice. It's plot. It hits the nail for everything. But I don't think it's just gonna get much play for me. Just like, oh yeah, let me put this on for a walk. And it's just like, no longer use not gonna be that one. I'm not putting on the Underworld for a walk either, but that one hurt and I liked it. So it's gonna stay up here. And that's all I gotta say. And then we hit the last song of this saga. And another, I admit, is really high up on my like music recap. I didn't expect it to be this high up. Like, it is what, my 5th most played song all year last year? Goodness. Monsters, and it only has to make sense to me. Yeah, it's a me thing. It's a me thing. I love the like introspection of it because he's going just like all of his actions through the plot, and he's realizing like, yo, did am I the problem now? If I had done things differently, if I had embraced ruthlessness, would things have gone differently? He starts to even like reevaluate his own like battle tactics. Am I a real warrior of the mind? Am I a real like general? Am I a real tactician? Am I that guy? If can't even like fight a battle up front, I had to use a giant wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans because they're vile. I'm the vile one. He really just had his little like introspection, come to Jesus moment, you could say. You're like, yeah, I can't keep going like this. We got to move different. Act one, we tried our best. We tried to be the good guys. Being the good guys is not gonna work. So what if I'm the monster that's been hiding all along? And you know what? Let me go out and be the monster towards everybody else. I'm gonna keep us safe. I'm gonna do what I have to do. It's good. It is good. Yeah, I like where I'm at with the list. I really hope y'all don't hate what I put together. I'm not a super like judgmental person, but like Eurylicus, you soiled my perception on some of these songs. And it's just like, I dread playing it when he comes on. But like if it's fast paced, I'm probably gonna like it. If it's super plotty, yeah, I'm gonna like it. If you think me having so many are just like all the way up there, and well, I like the whole project. I like this whole epic, the musical. I'm gonna have more things I like that I don't like. Nothing is reserved from criticism, of course, but like I generally really do like this. If you think these grades are crazy, you should see my anime list. I grade on a crazy curve. Most things are an 8 if I can finish it without like having too much to say about it. I gotta change that because I was definitely falling for some hype moments in Aura. But that's a video for next time. I'll be getting to the 6+ hours for these sagas down here. We have a lot in store. It's gonna be a good time. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later.